All right. Well, we're live. This is the Of Men For Men podcast. I am your host, James Rodney Lemax. Welcome. Come one, come all. Come in, kick back, relax, get comfortable. Grab yourself a cold drink. Oh, man. I've been looking for some alternative platforms where I could actually go live, not necessarily behind a paywall or anything like that, but just so I could go live and maybe get in touch with some of the listeners live. Um, I like the voice format. I've been threatening to do. I've been threatening to do video for oh God, I don't know how long. But I got a face for radio. uh, you know, and so we'll just leave it there. Oh, and I just discovered this, so I thought I might give it a whirl. See what's happening, see what's up, see what's going on. Where are we at? What are we doing? What in the world's going on? You know, I'm gonna play with this thing a little bit. Like I said, this is a brand new app for me. It says I can share this thing, so I'm gonna see if I can share it on Twitter. Now that we are live like a suicide, see what's happening. All right, okay. What do we got here? Come join me, of men for men. Oh yeah, that's cool. Look at there. All right, we just tweeted that out. Let me maybe put that out on my on some of my other uh sites here. See what world's going on here. What in the world is going on with you people? All right, let's see. Popping up. Okay, we're gonna jam it up there on some Facebooks and see what's happening here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Join me live. Live in the green room. All right. I don't expect a whole lot of response this first time around. It being, excuse me, it being the first go round. Uh, but that's okay. That's absolutely fine. This is a first time shot, first time go, and we're just gonna see what happens with that. Now, anybody watching the Olympics? I don't think anybody is. I think the time schedule's got it all screwed up, and of course with the pandemic, I don't think apparently there's nobody in the stands, so there's no interaction there. That always brings it up a level, because people get into it. We got so much going on here in the world today. It's just amazing that we're all still sane at this point. you know, we're being pulled, you know, this way and that way and trying to deal with life and having all these extra curriculars put on top of us. It's really trying. It's testing a lot of people's mettle, a lot of men's mettle. And that can wear on you after a while. You know, sometimes it's a war of attrition. You just have to bear it out. You don't want to quit. What do they say? Victory is always possible for those who refuse to stop fighting. And it's usually the guy who quits just before he's about to break daylight. And then, there you go. If he'd have just went a little bit further, he'd have made that breakthrough and he'd have been all right and got his payoff, his reward for all his hard work, but he quit just shy of it. And that happens a lot, and that's understandable. It's difficult. It's not easy, and I don't think anybody thinks it is or believes it is. I think, sometimes, our life might be going okay, and then other people having a difficult time, and you just like, well, they just need to suck it up. And, sometimes they do. You know, Humans are creatures of habit, and sometimes we like to whine. We like a little wine we like a little cheese with our wine. We like to whine and complain about things. Otherwise, we don't feel good. We don't feel right. We like to complain. But often we don't have a whole lot to complain about if we really sit back, kick back, look back at things, see what we have, you know, what others have. There, no matter how bad you got it, believe me, there's somebody who would trade places with you in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. So just be thankful that you have another day. Each day is another day to start over, you know, every day. So even if you didn't make it yesterday, you could make it today. You don't always get it right. Sometimes you fall short and you grow, because of it. That's what helps us grow. We fall short, we make mistakes, we mess up. But you need to own up and own it and learn from it and do something different. We can all do better. We can all do better. And it's not like we're trying to be better than somebody else. You're just trying to be better than you were the day before. Just a little bit better. It's not leaps and bounds. It's baby steps. That's what'll get you through all of it. Just taking it a little bit at a time. Just making those little short-term goals. To get to that big goal. Those little achievements to get to that big goal. You set yourself a big goal. Something that you might think is, you know, unachievable, unattainium. Unobtainium, is that what they say in the movies? It was made out of unobtainium, so you couldn't obtain it. Uh, but you shoot high. So even if you fall short, you still, you don't want to aim low and fall short. Aim high and fall short. That's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong. With a hit or miss. Hopefully you have more hits and misses. You know, but I think you'll be able to see over time you're getting better and better all the time, better and better. Every day a little bit better. Hopefully, over a long period of time is where you'll see that those big chunks, those big jumps, those big leaps, those big bounds where you're like, wow, you know, I did all that. I came a long way. You know, I can't believe all of that. You know, it's pretty amazing. How far I've come. You know, because once you look back, it's different. Looking forward is kind of tough. But you just got to keep plowing through, keep forging ahead. And one day we all gonna make it. We all gonna get there. You know, one at a time, one step at a time, one brick at a time. You know, where they say you move a mountain one stone at a time. You can't move it all at once, but you can move it a little bit at a time. So that's all we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do is get there, make it, as men, you know, and let's try to support and help one another. Everybody needs a help. Everybody needs somebody to talk to every once in a while. Everybody needs a leg up, a hand up. Everybody, needs a word of encouragement, you know, or just, somebody there to listen, while the other person is, venting, getting it off their chest, us men, don't, excuse me, us men don't really get that opportunity a whole lot, we're expected to just, keep things, you know, shoved way down in the hole, you know, and we're supposed to take it, you know, but all that builds up. That's why men die younger. We're walking around with all that stress, all them knots in your neck and in your back, you know, with that high blood pressure and those blocked arteries and everything, because that's what happens to us. We die of stress, from working and worrying about stuff and not being able to get it out in a healthy manner. That's why a lot of men like to have hobbies. They like to do things, something constructive, take their mind off of what they do, and they go golfing or hunting or woodworking or you know play guitar, instrument, whatever, photography, whatever. Part of this for me is doing this right here. Just this little bit, helps me out. Just getting on here and sharing some knowledge, some experience, and my own personal opinion. And you don't have to agree with it. I'm not asking you to do that. You know, all you all I'm asking you to do is listen for as long as you will. you know, you might get annoyed by the sound of my voice or the things I'm saying, but listen, for as long as you will, and if you don't like it, then that's fine. Then even at that, I've helped you make a decision. I've helped you come to a conclusion. I don't like what he said, so I'm not going to go that way, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe that's what I'm here to do. Offer a dissenting point of view. I'm not necessarily here to tell you all the things you want to hear, to tickle your ears and make you feel good about yourself. I'm not necessarily trying to do that. You know, I'm just here, to give you some words to think about, some ideas to think about, a story or two, some information, maybe a news story, and let you come to your own conclusion. Let you come to your own judgment, your own decision on what you think is right for you, not what's right for me. That's my whole purpose, is just to facilitate that whole process, to help facilitate it in whatever way I can. And that's really all I try to do with this. Um, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for now. Um, I have a full blown podcast on Anchor. You can find it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those things. You can find it anywhere you can find a podcast. Um, I have social media sites on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Gab, and on Locals, ofmen4men.locals.com. Doesn't cost you anything. There's no paywalls. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Not trying to do any of that. I just try to offer some information and some insight, and hopefully educate some people and myself. Through this media that we now have. Um, so I'd like to thank any of you who have listened, any of you who will listen. I appreciate it. I'll be back on again soon. This is a first time kind of a dry run. No lube. We just went right in and went for it. So I'm sure it's a little unpolished and a little rough around the edges, but here we go. So I thank you, and I have been James Rodney Lemax, and you have been great.